Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Insane Miggetty, Maine. And like I told y'all before, I was going to have a special guest up in the house. I do have Stax in the building. Say what's up.
What's up, y'all? Delta, it's your boy Stax on Stax. Voted by y'all best new artist and best performer. I just want to thank everybody who voted and made it possible, and I'm here.
Yeah, man, I was just going to ask you, man, how did that feel winning those awards like that? Like, I mean, we got some jewelry and trophies up in the awards, in the window today because of you.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Like, it was a real good feeling to know that, like people appreciate my hard work, you know what I mean? Like, performing, like, everywhere, you know what I mean? Like, everywhere possible in Stockton, the whole 209 area, and just, you know, them supporting me by voting for me. And, like, it made me feel real good that I know that I got, like, the city support.
Yeah, like, what can you tell me, like, what is, like, the most memorable moment? Like, let's say within a year span, like, from last year to now, like, something at a club, or you were performing, or maybe you was in the studio, or just something.
Well, actually, Thanksgiving morning, I go out with my family, and we're playing football. We're playing football at Marshall Middle School. And, you know, and we're done, and, you know, we're leaving, and I see a bunch of, like, a group of younger kids just walking by me. And I'm with my brothers, and my brothers always putting, like, you know, like, oh, he's just a local rapper. They don't really do nothing, you know. And I'm walking down the street, and one of the kids, probably, like, around 12, ages, like, 12 to 16, is walking by, and they're like, oh, that's Stax, the rap legend. And, like, that right there, like, was just probably the most memorable thing ever. Like, kids that I never saw, I never met, I never knew, just knowing who I was, like, without, out of the music. Like, I'm just chilling with my family, you know what I mean?
Right.
And these kids are like, that's the rap legend, Stax. And then they start rapping a verse of my music, you know? And it was like, it's crazy. Like, it's a crazy feeling.
And it just made you feel good, like, you know what I mean? Like, not only are you doing good music for yourself, but like other people are appreciating it, especially kids. Like when the kids is digging you, like you must be doing something right.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, yeah, really. Like if it was like older people, I mean, it still like means a lot. But like for it to be the kids, like it was just like amazing to me. It was like probably the best feeling like I've ever had.
Yeah, like for those who don't know, like how long have you been putting out music?
Well, I really started like rapping when I was like 8.
Okay.
Like 8 years old, I had the little Talk Boy recorder.
Yeah.
And I used to use beats off of like video games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like wrestling video games.
Right, like Nintendo.
Yeah,
Super
yeah,
Nintendo.
just like the like mainly the wrestling video games. You know, like the entrance music.
Right.
I used to just rap over their instrumentals, and that's and then from there, like I I put out a little tape actually, and I actually still have it.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And I mean, I've been doing it, and then I stopped. I came back in high school. I tried it, you know, and then like, you know, there's a lot of things that come with rapping, and it's like, I stopped for a while, and like, you know, I just really started going hard though with it last year.
Okay.
So it took me a year just to, you know, really push performing, you know, collabing with everybody getting to know who I am, like going to the malls and people knowing me, you know what I mean? Not having to wait in line sometimes, you know,
right,
like
yeah.
That's what comes with it.
Right.
You know, and it's like, yeah, people could look at it as like, oh, just local artists, like, you know, like we're nothing big, but like to our city that like really support us, it means a lot to us, you know what I mean? Cuz I mean, Stockton's known for like, you know,
other
like, things
besides music and positive,
music,
right?
You know, like something positive, and that's what I'm just trying to do, like, you know, like just put something positive out.
Since you mentioned doing like collabs, you got any like collabs coming out soon, or is like anybody that you want to collaborate with, like in the city that you?
Well,
you know what I mean?
I've actually probably had a chance to work with pretty much like everybody, but like the few main rappers that like I love collabing with is like Big Will.
Okay.
Rory.
Like
I haven't worked with him yet, but well, Mondo. I haven't worked with him yet, but you know, he's up there, you know what I mean? And so like that's the next person I'm planning on working with. Pretty much Food Chain. Yeah,
like
you know,
if they like, I be hearing that so much lately. Like,
yeah,
like
and it's like,
nice
you know,
buzz.
and when exactly like they're coming up, and you know, working with them would be, you know, my next goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like any projects that you got coming, like that you're working on right now?
Well, I'm
or
working
something
on.
that's coming out in the
I'm working on a
future?
mixtape. It's kind of untitled. Like I don't really know what to call it. But like since winning these
We go-
awards,
the winner. The winner.
Well, I was thinking about calling it "Thank You."
Thank you. Oh,
You know what I mean?
Look, that's even
Right?
better.
Like I was thinking
That's
about calling it
even
"Thank
better.
You," giving it for free. You know what I mean?
Right. Mhm.
Which would have like Mr. Fab on it.
Okay.
Surreal from Team Knox on it. Perp Reynolds,
Mm.
Sosa, Macalot, G Money, Big Will, Mr. Key, Mental Illness, my cousin JD.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean that's just what I'm trying to do, and give that away to the fans for voting for me.
Right. I mean, so you like working with everybody. Like, it's like, is there like any like type of songs or like style of music you like to dibble into and maybe
Well-
try to do this type of a song just to see if it works?
Well, I actually got like a techno song.
Okay. Okay.
And I have, you know what? I recorded it, and I've never listened to it.
Oh my.
You know, like I really recorded it. I got the auto tune and everything. Like it's
Okay.
one of those go crazy in the club songs, you know. And it's like I recorded it once, never listened to it. I've never showed anybody it, and I mean maybe I might just leak it here or something.
Hey, that's what I was just gonna say. It sounds
Yeah.
like this could be a good place for them to hear it for the very first time.
Yeah, of course.
Do you have a name for it, or it's just a song that's
actually,
out there?
Actually, it was called like "Wasted," but then I heard like a lot of it. I've heard like a lot of like the songs like on the radio and everything was like kind of the same, you know.
Wait,
so
okay.
so
It's
I'm
about having a
think-
good time
Yeah,
partying.
pretty much. Like yeah. It was actually just about having a good time. Yeah, and that's really what that's really what I'm about. Like you know, having a good time, going to the club and making sure that like everybody enjoys himself. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Not just a certain. I don't make music for just one person or a certain group of people. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I want everybody to enjoy what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Make sure y'all stick with us. We still got Stax in the building. We're about to get into a track right here on Go Rush Radio.
Yeah.
And we are back on. And I'm sorry if that right there hurted some people's ears. But that is a classmate of mine, and he's kind of cool. But so I play his stuff. It's Steep Roof with Like a Moth. And before we got into that song right there, we were still having a conversation with Stax, and we were talking about you bringing up some music, some material, so people can really like hear you a lot more often and get a little more familiar with you.
Yeah, well, hopefully this Thursday, I'll have some music up here, and y'all get to really know me.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yes, we will be debuting some of that good music this Thursday. So, how do you feel about the 209 Awards? Like, were you happy with the turnout, or you know, like, because I could kind of like I went on Facebook and it was like some people made it seem like it wasn't a good turnout, and then some people was like, well, you're not supporting local artists.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's like this. Like, I see people work so hard. Like, it's not the Grammys. We'll get that cleared out. It's not the Grammys. It's not the Source Awards. It's not BT. It's not MTV. We know that. But it's local. Like, it's us. Like, we live here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And these rappers complain so much on Facebook that nobody supports us. Nobody supports us. That place was filled with fans. There was probably about 6 rappers, and that place was packed with fans. People who came to see their favorite artists, and their favorite artists weren't there.
Wow.
Well, I guess we were there, actually.
Right, because somebody walked away with 2 awards. Here,
Right? So I guess. So, you know, like, but I just feel like, okay, people do complain about it constantly. Oh, there's cheating. No, some rappers did find a loophole, online votes, which was kind of, you know, where like I lost on online votes by like 1 million. But when it came down to real votes, going to the spot and voting, like they took real fans.
Right, that's what
I killed the competition.
Okay, that's what.
So I mean, you know, I guess there's loopholes. You know what I mean? But like, really, just going there supporting. I didn't think I was gonna win them because of that online vote. I thought I was gonna lose, but I still went, and I came away with 2.5 awards.
Right.
You know?
Is there like maybe something that you think in the system that could be fixed next year or moving further?
Well, I've always thought of having a panel of like, let's say you get like a radio person, you get like veterans who don't really care about the awards, you know what I mean? You get managers, you get club promoters because they're putting on the people who they think is hot.
Right.
You know what I mean? You sit them down and they pick these people. They nominate these people. You know what I mean? Because you got some people there, like, I've seen it where people win awards and people are like, wow, who's that? You know what I mean? I don't think it's like a disrespectful thing, but it's like really, like, who are these people? You know what I mean? And if you're not being heard, like, how can you win? You know what I mean? And then they complain about not winning. You know, I think we just all need to support each other. You get the panel who gets to say who's nominated, and we're good, you know? And you can't fight that.
A bipartisan panel.
Yes.
No one with no connections.
With no connections.
Ties.
Yeah. And, like, you know, like, because there's people out here that I feel like who really love the 209's music. You know what I mean? And you get them to go and nominate. At least nominate. Not, let's say they don't pick the winners. Let the fans still do the voting, but in person.
Okay.
You know, like how they did this year. You know, not just nominate yourself. You got a category that has 28 nominees. Then you break it down to 8, and then you pick the winner from there. You know what I mean? Like, my category, each category had 25. Like, 25 plus artists. You know what I mean? So it's like, we need to cut down those nominees, you know what I mean? And yeah. Okay. And there has to be something behind it. Like, you can't just say, okay, best performer, this guy, because he performed once. Right. Last year, I did over 80 shows. So, of course, I get best performer, you know? And it's not just doing shows and going up there on stage and rapping. Right. It's about bringing those people to life.
Exactly.
You know, like, when they left, they knew that dude, like, up there who made the club stand up.
Right. That's, you know, like, doing 80 shows of actually performing, like, giving your all every
Exactly. I didn't care if there was one person there watching me. I performed like I was on MTV. Whether there was, like, if there was nobody there, 2 people at the bar drinking, I was performing like I was at MTV. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, because I take it serious. You know what I mean? I take it serious, and that's why I believe I won.
All right. Let's try to see if we can get let's do some early predictions.
Okay.
So let's say, who do you predict to get best performance next year?
Best performer next year. Me.
Best new artist.
Well, best new artist. It's gonna be a whole different category. But I'm gonna give it to my little bro, Rich P, who just won best up and coming artist.
Right. Okay.
You know,
you got the new video with Jay Jonah and Sosa.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and he's best up and coming artist.
Okay.
That one was a surprise win too. Like, he was like, didn't think he was gonna win it, but I told him, I was like, you gotta understand, who we all are together in our crew, R&D, Royalty Never Dies. It's me, Rich P, Sosa, Prince Fame. We have a following now. So our supporters came out and really voted for him, and he took it. So I'm thinking next year he gets best new artist. That's my opinion.
Okay.
You know, and I move up to get best male rapper.
There you go. Predicted right here live on Go Rush Radio. We are looking for the man Stax to walk away with best male artist next year at the 209 Awards.
But I'm going to need y'all to vote, though.
Yes, we need you to vote. We're going to need you to turn out this time. Yes. Don't go anywhere. We're about to get into another track. We still got Stax here, and we're going to talk a little bit more with him right here on Go Rush Radio.